Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for some more workers and resources. I'm Leo Skilvin. So, I've decided it's time for an RDO. A railway distribution office needs to start running this logistics network. Why, you ask? Well, it turns out when I started, filling these warehouses, only one of them is getting food. Whoops. We're actually... So, I guess I should clarify. We're actually in a financially very good position. We have no loan. I realized I left off with like 1.5 million last time and 1.8 million in debt. So this could be bad. But no, it took a lot of micromanagement, but I finally got Zamosk built and finished in 1950, more or less. I think there might still be a few things left that the city is just kind of cleaning up right now. Yeah, I just scheduled out the garbage collection zones. And we're going to need some garbage trucks here. We're going to need a lot. Urbane Customs House. Good. But yeah, the city is almost ready for arrival. Outside of some slight issues. So yeah, I've decided that we need a railway distribution office. Thankfully, these should get to work on... No, I want to select the train. Go home. We'll get aluminum's done. On to uranium separation. We're running out of things to research. This is actually the last thing to research in the Communist Party HQ. Alright, so yeah, we're going to set this up because also, heaven forbid, I need to start distributing to larger groups of people. It's going to be rough. But in all, the building of Zamosk was a nightmare. This flat collapsed hilariously because we just kind of fell really far behind on reconstruction. Like, in theory, at some point they should just automatically start their reconstruction themselves, but they aren't. The Republic is in really bad shape right now, from a building maintenance standpoint. Because we just spent, like 3-4 years building the city, redlining the construction offices to the point that they did nothing else. Yeah. I also decided it was time to put down the TV station here. And then, yeah, you know what? You can continue. Get the city built at some point. So, Zamosk television station will eventually come online as well. I also forgot to put a monument, so I tossed that in the middle. Now, the heating plant situation. I mulled it over for a good 3 years before I acquiesced that the smartest thing I can do right now, and as much as I hate it, is to literally just build a goddamn Rome to Kelm and bus people from here to go fuel this thing. I hate it, but it's actually a very elegant solution. I hate it though. I also got around to finally hooking up the dump for the mine, the railway network. Yeah, we're making good progress. And this is the year that people will move into Zamosk. I sure hope so, anyway. We've got to get to work on getting our stuff together here. You'll need some gases. Let's see, what's the best? Gas M20 ambulance. I don't know if you actually need that many, but I'm giving you that many. Alright. I know you don't need that many fires. Trucks. What do we got anyway? 40, 57. God, still. Alright, you can get 2. Because you're also going to help the oil field. Alright, speaking of which, did that pump jack ever get rebuilt? Nope. Things burn down constantly out here. Such is life. But yeah. So, Zamosk is close to finished. Alright. Let's talk waste trucks. That's the most modern garbage truck even still. 6, 1, 2, I guess. Just in case. Who knows? It should be fine. We've got a pretty comprehensive waste network being built right now. Alright, so yeah, I am currently building a road to the heating plant. Do a nice little bus stop here. Since the Zisses can actually make use of it, you know, I'm putting down road, paving it. And yeah, that should hopefully be done by next year. Definitely will be. Yeah, you can actually see that the vast majority of what the construction offices are now working on has slowly switched over to the reconstructions. Which is a bit of a problem because now this stuff is just not getting finished. So I'm going to adjust the priority of the remaining pieces of the city. So that way this stuff does in fact get built because I would like it to. Like, the reconstruction, like, we're in a bad way on the reconstruction, okay? But also it's not going to kill us yet. I'll admit, it is getting alarmingly close to killing us. But I think we still got another year or two before it's, like, really a problem. And, like, some work is now being put into fixing the worst of it, so it should be fine. And there's a lot of uncertain words in that sentence. And yeah. Yep. Okay. So, oh, you're lost. You're not even allowed on that. Get the hell out. Okay. So that's just going to continue. I need to set up the final power bump here, which I know I'll need to split, so I already am putting in a, high voltage switch. Alright. Good. So, one of these goes to the industrial core, and one of these goes to Zamosk. Now I can use the real powerful lines, which is always nice. Oh, like a few decades of research, eh? They're a little big and unseemly, but 18 megawatts, baby. Alright. And this is now sort of final piece, really. I mean, I guess still technically the road as well. Ah, crunch. Well, there goes my oil profits. Which is actually a lot of money right now because I think we're just getting off the back of an oil price. Out of curiosity, what was last year? Ooh. Yeah, people die in the winter still. I have got to do something about that. To be fair, I think I am literally doing something about that. We only get like 200 people a year and half of them flee. We have barely any population growth. Zamosk promises to fix that. You know, not only just the helicopter available, not even just, you know, the city existing, but also the fact we'll get alcohol standards, vitamins. You know? Like pollution, wow, fuck, it's up to 5%. Yeah, it's starting to reach the houses. Okay. How's the pollution in Kelm? Is there any? No, it's fine. mostly. Yep. Yeah, getting this heating plant shut down. Moving all the heating for all 3 cities out to here is going to be good. It'll still take a while before I can hook everything else up, but in the meantime, this is working. We have rollers somewhere. Yeah. I got a couple of those when they came out. So hopefully this will get done in reasonably quick order. But yeah. Yeah. Last little bits and pieces are getting put together. It's good to see. Alright. Now, I still have other things I do need to set up. I need a road depot out here at Herbene. At this particular customs house. Okay. So, what am I going to need today? I am going to need... no, hold on. Yes, 1 covered hull for the water treatment plant. Do I need any other chemicals? I don't think so. Maybe. And I need 2 refrigerations. Yes. Good. Alright. Okay. So at the Herbene Customs House, you will load chemicals. And you will unload the chemicals at the treatment plant, and you're good to go, honestly. Delete that stop. Alright, so that solves that problem. I should really get a gas station out here. Unfortunately, until the power lines are built, I can't do the refrigeration trucks. Although it would be nice. And, hang on. What do I have managing? Can you also, in theory, manage these? Like, it might be a little much to ask, but to be fair, there's a couple more trucks I could still put in there. And it would save me from having to constantly unload the warehouses here, but we'll see. At least you should get it on, like, some food in there that we can actually, you know. We can get some food in there. Unfortunately, the problem is they're going to pick up from there. I think getting a small distribution office over here, just to pick up and do electronic drop-offs, is probably the best call. The market has 2, so yeah, I don't really want to do any further than that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll get that set up. That is a temporary bridge. It's not like electronics are consumed that quickly right now, so that's fine. That is fine. Now, so general cargo, 1 small distribution. Thank you. Yeah, still a lot of work to do. You know, it might also behoove me to set up a repair line here, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it would. It really would. Okay. So if I hypothetically were to put one here, probably better here. I'm trying to think, like, I need to get enough people able to work here. But I also want it to be out in this field, ideally. Because if it's out in this field, there's a rather useful advantage. Yeah, that'll be enough. That I can actually put down a heliport behind it. And have a place for my helicopters to be able to repair. You know, at some point I swore I was going to get a firefighting helicopter, but, I don't know, in practice, like, it's a lot of work. And I need to do things like set up this kind of infrastructure for it. Yeah, we are in desperate need of repairs out here. Okay. Not bad. Yep. I guess that's the thing. None of this actually got assigned, so make sure that was assigned. And the same with these roads. Classic me. I have been recording a lot of this, so I just ran out of disk space. There it is, alright. Fixed up, and we're good to finish off this episode. Alright. But yeah, so let's make sure that all got assigned, and build. Sure all this was assigned. Come on. Because they're just waste drop-off, so I can't imagine them taking that long. Even if it is winter. Still need 74 tons of asphalt for that. That got finished. Another 25 tons of asphalt to finish this one. Rolled. We'll be in good shape. All right. So this summer, I think I can invite people. It's still going to be a while, I assume, before the RDO is ready. Yeah, it's getting there. I should probably put up some signaling to assist with this sort of thing. Or, if I was crazy, even a little interchange. Which there probably should be. There we go. Change, then it'll figure it out from there. The RDO is going to take forever. Shock, actually, you know what? Groundwork's done. Good. Let's see. 23 tons, 74 tons. Yeah. 15 tons of asphalt still on it, so. We will get there. There. So yeah, how you doing? Oh, that is a lot of reconstructions. Yep. I hate to mark these as high priority, but they are. Alright. It'll be fine. But yeah, with the snow melting, the sewage system's built, power system, building still without power supply. Ah, yes. Okay, that still needs work. Switch isn't even built. Apparently there's no construction office to sign that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. There we are. Okay. Get that switch built, too. Still gonna be a while of bumbling, I think, before these guys can get the RDO built, so we have time. And, you know, I think I'm then gonna have to take a break. Just a little bit of a break. And let my construction offices catch up, you know? There's a lot of reconstruction that needs to be done. Other than that, just yeah. Let's get our people's flats fixed up. You know, these poor bastards living in, like, the quality of flats goes down the higher the wear and tear does, and it increases rather exponentially after like 50%. You know. So, I recognize that it's going to be very important. Yeah, down to 64% falling. It is very important that we just let them recover and do their work. Because there's a lot of work that we've managed to skimp out on. And I accept we just kind of got to relax on that, you know? Kind of gotta relax. Oh well, say Libby. Still, Zamosk is done. Plus or minus, you know, some cabling. And, yeah, it took us a while. By golly, it took us a while. 47:51. Now, I've been actually talking with Twitch chat and reviewing my options for the industrial core. Because here's the problem. I'm now coming up on modern industry. Modern industry is 1958. So, I'm thinking to myself, do I want the modern coal plant? And I think the answer is yes. I think I just wait for that. Because, let's be real here, a lot of the rest of this year is going to be done, like, dealing with Zamosk. Probably the rest of that. That's going to be 6 years. The fact is, it's still going to take some time for the industrial core to be built. So that means we'd only be waiting about probably 5 years. You know? Yes, please do this so that way you all can actually leave. But yeah. So getting the industrial core built is, like I said, gonna probably take another year. It might even take longer. You know? Oh yeah, 4,000 work days per processing plant. Jesus fucking Christ. Never mind. It's gonna take like 2 years to do this shit. Another 4,000 for the mine, yeah. Yeah. So, the industrial core is going to take probably 2 or 3 years to actually build here, the coal core. That's a bit more than anticipated. So, Waiting for... Oh, good, uranium separation technique is almost done. Waiting for modern coal power seems fine. Last 3 researches. The remaining production lines, uranium, and renewables. That's it. That is really just it. Renewables, yeah, solar's not until 61. Bunch decks unlock in 59. We do get brutalism in 4 years, which will be nice. I don't know what happened to the Modern Railway Construction Office. It was supposed to be unlocked like 8 years ago. My guess is it's a typo and it'll actually unlock in 53 instead of 43, but we'll see. Yeah. Got lots to research. And then the Medical University will start on its stuff soon. Sure, let's do renewables. Who knows? Maybe I'll build a wind turbine. I doubt it. But it's nice to have the option. And I mean, yeah, 45%. This is still going to take a while. Yeah, 75 work days, not much. Not too much. Almost done here. All the asphalt is on site. Most of the asphalt's on site for this. It's just a matter of getting people delivered. To be fair, I guess this is what we're building instead of the power line. Anyway. So, I'm probably going to be mostly taking a bunch of people from the likes of Poznan and... I don't know, this looks like a dense city, yeah. Skarzin, and, you know, some other western cities, places I'm pretty far away from. Legnica would be a good one as well. I don't know, we might actually want to keep the population in this region. Because, oh no, the bauxite's up here, shit. Maybe I want to keep Legnica then. Whatever. Just shuffle people around. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, one other thing. Did that demolition ever happen? Oh, good, it did. Okay. That's one other thing I need to remember. Assign this office. Go. Because soon I'll be able to hook up to the Southern Rail Line. Like, we've now hooked up to Tiraspol completely, fully concrete, which will likely be very useful once we have the industrial core up. Yeah. You guys are just going, huh? Yeah, fair enough. There's still quite a ways to go, but we'll have this village hooked up soon too. Repairing the rail network is a constant thumb in the background. We're going to soon probably dramatically reduce the amount of effort we're putting into that, though, because, you know, I'm going to be starting to bus people up to the heating plant. So I'm hoping to try and get as much of it kind of done now as possible. Ooh, this is good. We've made excellent progress towards meeting up at the Southern Rail Line. Yes, good. If we can get Chamisil hooked in, that is 3 large customs houses in rail distance. I can have one dedicated to industrial out, one dedicated to garbage out, and one dedicated to crops in. Like, it's pretty ideal. Alright. Yeah, it's going to be a long while before the RDO is hooked up, unfortunately. I think, however... how are things going in here? Good? Yeah, just wanted to make sure. Slowly stocking up these warehouses. Alright. No electronics yet, though. Slightly concerning. Yeah, it's probably fine. No, it's promising. 1 work day. Nice. Yeah. So we almost have the power hooked in. Now, no coal has yet arrived here, but we do have the coal hooked in. So you know what? Where's my coaling train? So I know I have one running on loop, which I will no longer need. Hip hip hurrah. Good. Because, you know, I'm going to get an RDO that can just kind of manage the coal levels for me without having to run a train constantly. God, yeah, it's time for an RDO. It's weird to think about, but I actually still only have like 3,250 people, you know? God, I cannot wait until we get rid of these heating plants. Just move to the central one. It's gonna help a lot. Alright, all the asphalt's on site. Nice. This place is just rolling. Good. So we almost have the line ready. Good. Ah, it is beautiful, truly. Alright. That's where we're gonna call this episode. I have 1 million clicks ahead of me. So, because I have to move people 10 at a time from various cities across Western Poland. Oh, Lord. On the plus side, I'll be able to do things like finish the television studio. That'll be good. Still have to wait for one more busload to arrive to the high voltage wire. And probably also the switch here. But yeah. It begins. And we have our recovery time and rebuilt. Oh Lord. And then we'll start on industry. Heavy industry at that. Thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Players Killing, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.